Hey, remember when I said Noah or Sabotage would be my next review? That's right, Corey, you did! I lied. Alright, so I ended up seeing Captain America sooner than I expected to, so here we are. So I'm not going to spend much time describing the story of this movie. For one, I don't think I need to explain who Captain America is at this point. But also the main story is heavy on plot twists and revelations, and I really don't want to give those away. I'll just say this. Captain America and Black Widow go on a mission, but it turns out they were given different objectives. Nick Fury tells Cap about a secret project that S.H.I.E.L.D. is working on that Cap finds suspicious. At the same time, a mysterious assassin known only as the Winter Soldier appears to cause trouble for our heroes. And that's about all I can say, but I do have a lot to talk about, so don't worry. And keep in mind, every time I refer to these characters, I'm talking about the movie portrayals and not the comics. So I was a big fan of the first Captain America movie. I know the reaction to it was sort of mixed, but I dug it. I liked the World War II setting, the action, the supporting players, and of course Cap himself. Now, there's some people who don't like Captain America, and I could see why. He's not like other superheroes nowadays because he doesn't really have a character arc. He's kind and generous from the beginning and is largely the same when he becomes Captain America, just more confident and strong. But I think that's what I like about him. Superheroes in movies are always tortured or deeply flawed, and to me that makes Cap stand out. Sure, maybe it's old-fashioned, but he's old-fashioned, so it makes sense. Either way, Captain America is a superhero I've connected with the most on an emotion level. At his major character moments, I felt like I get inside his head and understand what he's feeling. Conclusion, I am Captain America. The end. Okay, not really. But with the love story, the relationship with his best friend, and his desire to do good for his country, the first movie was easily the most emotional and tragic of any Marvel movie thus far. All those things that were important to Cap from the first movie appear in this sequel, even though it takes place 70 years later. The Winter Soldier may not be as heavy emotionally, but it is much more thrilling and exciting. While it's big on spectacle, it takes cues from 70s espionage thrillers like The Parallax View or 3 Days of the Condor. The casting of Robert Redford is no coincidence, I'm sure. It may not be as clever as those movies, but it's still engaging throughout and will keep you guessing. And though there's still a good amount of laughs and fun, there's some pretty grim stuff going on here. This movie was directed by brothers Anthony and Joe Russo. The last movie they directed was You, Me, and Dupree, and they're best known for their work on Arrested Development and Community. And those are great shows, but I would never think to hire these guys to make a big-budget action movie. It's a good thing I'm not in charge of these decisions because these guys hit it out of the park. The action is pretty fantastic. This movie seems to have it all. Shootouts, car chases, hand-to-hand combat, and explosions. And all of it is very well done. Even though Cap's only real weapon is his shield, he uses it in creative ways and it's consistently entertaining. This movie simply kicks ass. Out of all the Marvel movies, I put it second, just behind the Avengers. Although some of the entries have been weaker, it's still pretty incredible that Marvel is pulling off this whole universe thing. So that's a big yes, go see it for Captain America the Winter Soldier. It's not just a great superhero movie or comic book movie, it's a great movie in general. Thanks for watching. See you next time.